Myron, could you introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little bit about relief efforts that New Haveners can get involved with to help Ukraine?
Yes, my name is Myron Melnyk, and I'm active in our local Ukrainian American community here in New Haven. And we have been involved since the start of the war with providing humanitarian aid, primarily medical supplies and equipment. And we have shipped to date 14. We're shipping our 15th container of these supplies next month, in the month of September. We're connected to a nonprofit in Ukraine that's headed by a priest, and we have a strong relationship with him, and we deliver the supplies and he distributes them throughout the country based on priorities that come his way.
What are some of the supplies you'll be distributing next month?
We get supplies from hospitals and from various organizations, things like wheelchairs, walkers, crutches, as well as specialized equipment, respiratory equipment for surgeries, and day-to-day kinds of medications that are in short supply in Ukraine. And this is an ongoing effort, and we continue to do this. In addition, we have special projects, and next month, in the month of October, we're organizing a fundraiser for orphans of children of fallen soldiers in Ukraine. And there's an organization called BraveChildren.org, founded by a soldier, a wounded soldier, now a veteran, and he supports hundreds and hundreds of orphans around Ukraine who need support. They provide assistance with school supply, they provide scholarships, they send these kids to camps, sports camps in the summer, and they help the families as needed. So this is a very important project of ours in the month of October.
Wonderful.
There'll be more information forthcoming on that event, but it's scheduled for October 18th. So in addition to the shipments of medical supplies, we do additional projects as the need arises.
And today's flag raising ceremony is celebrating the 35th anniversary of the independence of Ukraine. Do you remember where you were on August 24th, 1991?
Yes, I was home. We've been following events in Ukraine actually since 2014. If you recall, that's really when the war started, with the seizure of Crimea, and then there was a civil war. They called it a civil war. It wasn't really a civil war, but they started a low-grade war in southeastern Ukraine. And we were following events, and that's when we first got word of the invasion. So it was heart-rending to learn of this. Nobody thought it would happen. Nobody in the United States thought it would happen, even though the evidence was there, satellite imagery and soldiers preparing for the invasion days in advance. And I think not only were Ukrainians around the world shocked, but I think the whole international community was shocked that you could have an invasion like this in the 21st century by one of the founding members of the United Nations. Because Russia, when they were one of the founding countries of the United Nations in 1945, agreed that they would respect territorial integrity and human rights. And this was a direct violation of that promise. So,
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ryan. Good luck.